umalaya, munonya ki mbwa malaya? Are you inspector of private parts? What are you? Backward over inspector. That sex was created by God for a purpose. It was created so that you can produce other people, which means sex should be disciplined and deliberately used to produce new human beings, not to be used as a pleasure item. Ogenze no ogenzeri ononya ki? Ononya lumbe. So when you love yourself, avoid alcohol, avoid cigarettes, avoid drugs, avoid umalaya. I'm now going to be 80 years. But you are asking me to continue leading the war.
Yes, Jaja.
This is because I am fit, I'm not sick.
Asante sana.
If I was sick in a wheelchair, you would not be disturbing me. You would not be saying, Jaja Tova Kumein. You say Jaja Tova Kumein because you see Omsaja Achal na Mwamani. Now why? I don't take alcohol. Alcohol is very dangerous for your system, for your body. I don't smoke cigarettes, let alone the other poisons, which I hear some of your colleagues take. The drugs, very dangerous. In this booklet, we told you to love yourself. You should love yourself. And if you love yourself, you take care of yourself so that you do not get into trouble and you develop your potential fully. What are the trouble? What are the dangers? Alcohol. If you start taking alcohol, you will ruin yourself. I feel sorry for the people who hate NRM. When we were in the Ruero, we used to have another song. They used to sing, for them they were saying MUSEVENI, but you can say NRM. They used to sing MUSEVENI sere mazokwana. NRM is sere mazokwana. Sere is a certain plant which sticks on your clothes in the banana plantations which are overgrown. You cannot get rid of it. Now, NRM sere mazokwana. The Seku is a daughter of a soldier. That's why she's fearless. She has had a lot of problems. Babatawanya, na yeye tafayo. she persists until I come to her help. Even this ceremony, there was some money supposed to come from the secretariat, but the civil servants were not giving it to her because I don't know what. Baribagamba Chiseku, tell me what they were telling you.
Thank you, Jaja. They told me that, basing on their budget, they are not allowed to overperform. That if I gather more than 30,000 people, that is overperforming according to their Public Service Act.
Okay, we shall sort out all that. Nayo onoma omuzukuru mwana w'omuserikale wa UPDF Tatia njagala kumwebaza. And there are so many children of the soldiers who have now grown up, and we shall be organizing them. General Tumwine had organized them. Now, I was checking the booklet, the speech which I made in February 2009 when I launched the patriotism clubs. And everything is there. In that booklet, I talked of 6 loves. Love. Number 1, love Uganda. Why do you love Uganda? Because first of all, it is correct to love it. And when I say love Uganda, I mean love all Ugandans. Don't discriminate. But secondly, you need Uganda, especially if you are a wealth creator. Like me, who is a milk producer, who is a beef producer in Ntungamo, in Raktura. I produce milk, I produce beef, and I produce bananas. With Mama, we produce all these 3, and our children. But the problem we have is that the Banyankore don't buy our milk so much. They don't buy our bananas so much. They don't buy our beef so much. Why? Because they have got the same. We are producing similar products. Therefore, who then buys our milk and our beef and our bananas? It is actually the people of Kampala and other parts of Uganda who don't have time for the cows and don't grow bananas. They are the ones who buy our products. So, apart from loving Uganda because it is moral to do so, you also need to love Ugandans because you need them for your prosperity. If Uganda was not together, if Ankole was alone, a small state, we would have a lot of problems because we would all be producing similar products, but nobody to buy them. Therefore, for prosperity, you need Uganda. And you children who are studying history in schools, you'll be able to learn the history of for instance, Germany. By 1870, Germany was not one country. They were all German people, but they were not one country. They were small kingdoms. But when they started developing modern economy, producing on a big scale, especially in Prussia, where there were big farmers, they realized that they could not be prosperous if they did not unite Germany. That's how Germany was united in 1871. Because they realized that prosperity needs unity of all the German people. So therefore, number one, we tell you in this booklet here, which I have checked again, of patriotism, love Uganda. Why love Uganda? Number one, it is right to love it. But number two, you need it for your prosperity. When you hear people who don't care about Uganda, those are parasites. Tebafaayo, tebalina kyebafiirwa, kubanga tebalina kyebakola, bamulya byengedde. So that is number one. Love Uganda. Why do you love Uganda? Because it is right to love it, but you also need it. And if you read that booklet, you will see all the details there. I go into details, which I don't want to go into now. But number two, as we wake up and produce more, we shall find that the internal market of Uganda is not enough. We need East Africa. Already you see the problems we have with maize, with milk, with cement. We need East Africa. We need the East African market. So that's why number two, we tell you, love East Africa. Why? Because you need it. Number three, we say, love Africa. Why love Africa? Because you also need Africa. The internal market is not enough. The East African market is not enough. You need the African market. Recently, Algeria, which is not part of Uganda, which is not Uganda, of course, which is not part of East Africa, offered to buy our milk. And we are so grateful because we are together in the African common market. Then number four, you should love the environment. The environment is very crucial for us. I am glad I heard some of you talking of planting trees. I thank the head teachers who want to plant trees. The environment is responsible for our rain and for our water and for our good temperatures. So we need to care, love our environment. And number five, know how the human being has evolved in the last 4.5 million years. Evolution. Because then you will be able to know where Africa is now and why it is there and how we can move forward to be a prosperous and modern country. Now, finally, In this booklet, we told you to love yourself. You should love yourself. And if you love yourself, you take care of yourself so that you do not get into trouble and you develop your potential fully. What are the trouble? What are the dangers? Alcohol. If you start taking alcohol, you will ruin yourself. I'm now going to be 80 years. But you hear you are asking me to continue leading the war.
Yes, Jaja.
This is because I am fit, I'm not sick.
Asante sana.
If I was sick in a wheelchair, you would not be disturbing me. You would not be saying, Jaja Tova Kumein. You say Jaja Tova Kumein because you see Omsaja Achal Namamai. Now, why? I don't take alcohol. Alcohol is very dangerous for your system, for your body. I don't smoke cigarettes, let alone the other poisons, which I hear some of your colleagues take. The drugs, very dangerous. Umalaya. Munonya chi mbwa malaya. Are you inspector of private parts? What are you?
Jaja kuonya o.
Bakwado wa inspector. That sex was created by God for a purpose. It was created so that you can produce other people, which means sex should be disciplined and deliberately used to produce new human beings, not to be used as a pleasure item. Ogenze no ogenzeri ononya chi. Ononya lumbe. So, when you love yourself, avoid alcohol, avoid cigarettes, avoid drugs, avoid umalaya.